Hi, as we already knew, caching plays very important role in distributed systems to improve the performance of the distributed system and to decrease the load on database servers. But if we implement caching with right caching strategy, it will not only improve the performance of the distributed system but also improves the scalability and availability of distributed system. So it's very important to select right caching strategy for your applications while designing distributed systems. Here we are going to discuss the basic caching strategies because advanced caching strategies or hybrid caching strategies are nothing but a combination of one or two basic caching strategies. If you have thorough knowledge on the basic caching strategies, we can derive the advanced caching strategies based on our application needs. Again, the basic caching strategies can be divided into two categories. One is lazy caching, another one is early caching. In the lazy caching, as name depicts, the data inside cache will be loaded whenever new request comes to the cache. Whereas in early caching, the data is preloaded into cache so that whenever request comes, it will be served immediately. In the lazy caching, we have two strategies, cache aside strategy and read through strategy. Whereas in early caching also we have two strategies, write through strategy and write back strategy. These are the four basic strategies we are going to discuss in this video one by one. Let's start with the cache aside strategy. Cache aside strategy is the one which is most widely used in the software industry. According to my experience, my knowledge, this is the strategy which is most widely used in across applications. So in the cache aside strategy, cache will sit outside of the application and the application server have knowledge where the cache service is available and where the database is available. And the application server is responsible for writing and updating the data to database. And application server will look into the cache only when there is a read request needed. So let's see the cache miss scenario with cache aside strategy. Cache miss scenario in the cache aside strategy, first application server asks some information to the cache and cache returns a response saying that it doesn't have that information. Then application server takes control again and asks the same request to the database, and database now will returns that information to the application server, and the application server writes that information into cache. So in this cache miss scenario, we application server having more responsibility to do more work here. So let's see the cache hit scenario where application server requests information to the cache, and because cache already having the information, it will just simply returns to the application server. So let's see the advantages of cache aside strategy. Cache aside strategy best fit for read heavy workloads. If your application performs frequent read operations, then this strategy will be the best fit. And also it is resilient to cache failures because cache is sitting completely outside of the application and the application server aware of where cache is sitting and where the database is sitting. In case of cache failure, application server simply can interact with the database and fetch the necessary information. So it is resilient to cache failure. And one more advantage is that only requested data can be cached when we use the cache aside strategy. This is very important to utilize the cache service memory efficiently because the frequently requested data can be cached, so we can utilize the memory efficiently. Let's see the disadvantages of cache aside strategy. First disadvantage of cache aside strategy is that cache may become inconsistent with the database because application server will write the cache but it won't update the cache. So in some cases cache data and the database data will be in inconsistent state. So if you want if you want to serve fresh data to the customers, then this cache will not helpful to you. Second disadvantage of cache aside strategy is that cache miss scenario, where application server will do extra work of loading data from the database and storing it into cache. So here application server will be burdened with the extra work. Let's see the read through caching strategy, which is another lazy caching strategy. In the read through caching strategy, the cache sits between the application server and the database. And as usual, application server is responsible for writing and updating the data to database, and application server will looks into cache only for read operations. Here is the difference in case of cache miss with respect to read through strategy and cache aside strategy. Whenever application server requests for some information, if the information is not available inside cache, then cache will ask the database for the information. And the database responds back with the information, and cache stores itself the information into and returns back to the application server. Unlike cache aside strategy, where application server will fetch the data from the database and stores into cache, here cache service itself is responsible for fetching the data and stores into cache. Let's see the cache hit scenario. It's same as cache aside strategy, where application server requests information to the cache and cache holds the data, so it will returns immediately to the application server. Let's see the advantages of read through strategy. It is also best suitable for read heavy workloads where your applications requires frequent read operations, then it will be the best suitable. And also it will also cache only requested data, which we discussed with cache asset strategy. Another advantage of read through caching strategy when we compare with cache asset strategy is handling of cache miss scenario. In the cache asset strategy, when there is cache miss happen, application server will responsible for reading the data from the database and storing it into cache. It requires 2 hops to do it. But whereas in read through caching strategy, cache itself is responsible for fetching and storing the information into cache. It requires only one hop. So read through strategy was improvement of cache asset strategy in case of cache miss scenario. Let's see the disadvantages of read through caching strategy. Here, when there is a cache failure, system will have an impact with respect to read operation. Unlike in the cache asset strategy, in this caching strategy, application server completely depends on the cache service to perform the read operations. Hence, there will be impact with respect to read operations when there is a failure in cache service. Another disadvantage is that here still in case of cache miss, still there is extra penalty of loading data to the cache. Another disadvantage is cache is inconsistent with the database, same as cache asset strategy, because there is no update operation to be performed on cache by the application server. So this is all about the lazy caching strategies. Let's see the early caching strategies. We'll start with the write through caching strategy. In the write through caching strategy, also cache will sits between the application server and the database. But unlike the lazy caching strategies, in the write through caching strategy, application server will write the information to the cache directly instead of writing to the database. And the cache service will immediately write that information to the database. So here application server will always looks into the cache for read, write or update operations. And cache is responsible for writing and updating data to the database. With this strategy, there is no concept of cache miss because everything will be available inside cache. Whatever application server is writing, that will be available inside cache, and then only it will be stored into database. Let's see the cache hit scenario here. So whenever some information is required by the application server, it will directly request to the cache service, and cache service already have that information, so it responds back to the application server. So there is no cache miss scenario. So let's see the advantages of write through caching strategy. In the write through caching strategy, first advantage is that it will best suitable for write heavy workloads. if your application is performing write operations heavily, update operations heavily, then you should choose the write through caching strategy. And the cache is always consistent with the database, because whatever you are writing or updating, deleting, that will be updated or deleted right into cache service first, then later that will be reflected into database. So cache service data and the database data are in sync always, and there is no cache miss concept. So there is no extra penalty of loading data from the database, unlike uh, lazy caching strategies. Let's see the disadvantages of write through caching strategy. In this write through caching strategy, if cache service fails, entire system will have impact, because application server completely depends on cache for the read, write, update operations. All the operations, it is depends on the cache service. So whenever cache service fails, entire system will have an impact. And this write through strategy adds extra write latency, because application server is writing to the cache and cache again writing to the database. So there are two writes in a single transaction. So this extra write latency was added by the write through caching strategy. And the next caching strategy is write back caching strategy, which is also early caching strategy. In the write back caching strategy also, cache sits between the application server and the database. In this caching strategy also, application server will interact with the cache for read, write and update operations. But unlike write through caching strategy, the cache service will not update the database immediately, but the cache service here in this write back strategy will update the database with some time delays. Like for every half an hour, for every 1 hour, it will update all the gathered, all the data available inside the cache to the database. Here also we don't have any cache miss scenario, and the cache is responsible for writing and updating the data to the database. So let's see the cache hit scenario, where application server requests some information to the cache and cache will respond back to the application server. And there is no cache miss scenario, because application service is always writing to the cache, so entire information whatever application server is required is available onto the cache. So let's see the advantages of write back caching strategy. So same like write through caching strategy, it is also best suitable for write heavy workloads. If your application writing heavily, performing write operations heavily, performing update operations heavily, then this will be the best suitable caching strategy. And there is no cache miss concept, same as write through caching strategy. And one more extra advantage with write back caching strategy when we compare with write through caching strategy is that it is tolerant to database downtime, because we introduce time delayed updates from cache to database. So whenever database goes down for some time, the cache still works fine and it can serve the application server without any effect. Let's see the disadvantages of the write back caching strategy. If the cache fails, entire system will have an impact, because application server completely depends on the cache for read, write, update operations. And cache will become inconsistent with respect to database data, because of this time delayed update operations from the cache to database. That's all about caching strategies, basic caching strategies. But question here is that how can I select right caching strategy for my application? For that, first you need to understand your application data access pattern thoroughly, and you need to understand the basic caching strategies, and you can derive advanced caching strategy which is suitable for your application. That's it for the caching strategies video. I hope this is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.